All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Being Stone. Shalom to the elect pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. To those of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahushai is the name of His only begotten Son. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is the MOTB. The serpent juice is the precursor to the MOTB. Yahushai, whom dwelling in the called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to hold out judgment as it is written. So, I want to make you watch this video because the chariots of Yahushai, they are making themselves very visible to a lot of people. We have so much sighting being recorded right now, not even being reported. It's so evident that they have so much hearing on it. So let's listen to this clip and Lord's will to get some edifying precept to match.
Non-human intelligence exists. Non-human intelligence has been interacting with humanity. This interaction is not new, and it's been ongoing, and there are unelected people in the government that are aware of that.
Today's hearing featured a big new bombshell. Whistleblowers alleging there's a secret Pentagon program called Immaculate Constellation, containing files of evidence showing UFOs are real, and it's been withheld from Congress. Excessive secrecy has led to grave misdeeds against loyal civil servants, military personnel, and the public, all to hide the fact that we are not alone in the cosmos.
Are you ever worried about little green men invading your backyard? Well, Congress apparently is, and it's holding hearings on what the government knows about UFOs. There are certain individuals who...
Alright, so from early, let's push away all these vain, stupid belief that people have, say, fallen angels and this and that. They don't even understand what the scripture is talking about. But what them say in these vehicles are the angels of Yahweh Shai. You know? When you talk about Elijah get caught up into that whirlwind, that's a chariot when Yahweh, when the angels them talk to the disciples and ask why he gazing up in heaven. But when Yahweh get taken up, he said, same way him go, I same way him come back. In a Revelation, when he may mention the Lord coming with clouds and every eye shall see him, that same man come upon these chariots with the host of angels. Right through the scripture it make mention of chariots moving to and fro, but no one regard it because a lot of people believe that the scriptures is a book of fairy tales, you know, and folk tale, not understanding that these words are true and faithful, and that's why it is written in, I want to say, 2 Ezra 15, verse 1 and down, it says, Behold, speed down the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord. And after that he said, these words are faithful and true. And they are. Read Ezekiel chapter 1. It break down the chariots. They break down the beams inside of the chariot. Even though the chariot can move about just by thought, because it is, amen. You know what? Let me get Ezekiel, see if I can go straight to that point here. Because these vehicles are way above the technology that men do possess. I just want to go straight to the point. Alright, so this is Ezekiel 1, verse 15 say, Now as I beheld the living creature, behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creature with his 4 faces. The appearance of the wheels and their works were like unto the color of barley, and therefore had one likeness, and their appearance and their works was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. That's why the man always show you the chariot as a flying saucer, a wheel within a wheel. And so when they went upon their 4 sides, and they turned not when they went. And a lot of people that read this, but they don't have understanding. Meaning, the chariots not turn like you see plane turn, or vehicles in the sky where they make a turn. You see that turn. It can move either way, left, right, up, down, forward, back. That's how the chariot are able to move, yo. Stop at an instant, turn left, not swinging, go around left, but just instantly move to the left. And that technology is not here. That is something uncomprehendable to men. So them know say aiming is not no enemy forces of these technology, yo. This is way above them pay grade, far beyond anything that they can even comprehend. So, as for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them 4. Talking about what? Anytime I see them, even show you the depict a chariot, a flying saucer, it always show you enough windows on it with light that emanate out of the windows, where it look like to the onlooker like eyes. So listen to the interaction with the angel and the chariot now to show you say this technology is on a totally different level, uncomprehendable to men. It's when the living creatures went, the wheels went by them, and when the living creatures were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up. You see that? Whethersoever the spirit was to go, they went thither. Let me read this again. Whithersoever the spirit was to go, they went. Thither was their spirit to go, and the wheels were lifted up over against them, for the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. Think about that, yo. Think about that. And so when those went, these went. And when those stood, these stood. And when those were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up over against them, for the spirit of the living creature was in the wheels. And the likeness of the firmament upon the head of the living creature was as the color of the terrible crystal stretched forth over their head above. So showing you that these depictions will always show the scriptures, yeah. But people disregard what the scriptures and the prophets have been saying for decades now, yo. So let's continue listening.
There are certain individuals who didn't want this hearing to happen.
It's a sensitive topic in the military and on Capitol Hill, but now lawmakers are working to pull back back the curtain on UFOs and how much the government knows about them. This is the second congressional hearing looking at unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs as they're known at the Pentagon. And lawmakers came out swinging, accusing the government of a vast conspiracy to cover up the truth about our interstellar neighbors.
Has there been any, to your knowledge, any communication with a non-human life form?
So the term communication is a bit of a trick word because there's verbal communication like we're having now. The problem is you also have nonverbal communication. And so I would say definitively yes, but from a nonverbal meaning, when a Russian reconnaissance aircraft comes into U.S. airspace, we scramble two F-22s, and we are certainly communicating intent and capability. I think the same goes with this. We have these things that are being observed over controlled U.S. airspace, and they're not really doing a good job hiding themselves. They're making it pretty obvious they have the ability to even interfere with our nuclear equities and our nuclear readiness.
There's thousands and thousands of these photos and videos that exist and have existed for decades, and the government has been, frankly, covering it up.
Another witness, retired Admiral Tim Gallaudet, says he's seen evidence of encounters with UFOs. The Pentagon denies it and also says the alleged UFO programs don't exist. But Gallaudet and others are still insisting the truth is out there.
We should not turn a blind eye, but instead boldly face this new reality and learn from it.
And the truth seekers may have an ally in President-elect Trump, who recently said there's no reason not to believe that life exists beyond our planet.
Mr. Elizondo, in regards to these aircraft being piloted by whatever they might be, non-human biologics, would you agree that it's likely that they are being piloted by some mind-body connection?
Ma'am, I think it...
Hear that? Mind-body... Hey, man. Exactly what just get breakdown in Ezekiel, yo. But them still can't comprehend it.
It's safe to presume here that they are being intelligently controlled because some cases seem to anticipate our maneuvers, and in other cases they seem to, I came across an email where the word stalked was used in a very secure email between Navy officers discussing their ships being pursued by a UAP.
In our previous panel, we had Grush, and he had testified to say that some of these were interdimensional beings. Can you speak on that at all?
Ma'am, I'm not qualified, certainly as a scientist or otherwise, to speculate points of origin. I looked at everything from a scientific perspective. So if you look at, for example, instantaneous acceleration, which was one of the observables of the program that I belong to, ATIP, the human body can withstand about 9 G-forces for a short period of time before you suffer negative biological consequences, blackouts and ultimately redouts and even death. Comparison, our best technology, the F-16, which is an older platform, but one of our most highly maneuverable aircraft, manned aircraft, made by General Dynamics, can perform about 17 or 18 G-forces before you start having structural failure, meaning that the airframe begins to disintegrate while you're flying. The vehicles we're talking about are...
Attention. Jump into Calisthenics Challenge today. 28-day Calisthenics Challenge. No gym
Vehicles we're talking about are performing in excess of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 Gs.
So I guess would it be safe to infer that they're living craft?
I'm not prepared at this point to state for the record is something alive or not, because even that definition is right. There was a time in science we thought that life required oxygen, and we now know that's not true. There are anaerobic bacteria that thrive in oxygen environments that lack oxygen. And so also same with photosynthesis. When I was in college, it was told everything is derived from photosynthesis as a form of energy. In reality, that's not true. There are things that live off of chemosynthesis. So we're constantly having to reevaluate our understanding of what the definition of life is.
We have a right to know what UAPs are, no matter what they are. However, we now have existing and former U.S. government officials who have told Congress that AARO and the Pentagon have broken the law by not revealing a significant body of information about UAPs, including military intelligence databases that have evidence of their existence as physical craft. One of those individuals is a current or former U.S. government official acting as a UAP whistleblower. This person has written a report. This is the report that says the executive branch has been managing UAP NHI issues without congressional knowledge, oversight, or authorization for some time, quite possibly decades. Furthermore, these individuals have revealed the name of an active and highly secretive DoD Unacknowledged Special Access Program, or USAP. The source of that document told me, that the USAP is a strategic intelligence program that is part of the U.S. military family of long-standing, highly sensitive programs dealing with various aspects of the UAP problem. The new UAP whistleblower claims that the U.S. military and IC database includes videos and images taken using infrared, forward-looking infrared, full-motion video, and still photography. The report that was just shared with Congress says Immaculate Constellation serves as a central or parent USAP that consolidates observations of UAPs by both tasked and untasked collection platforms. Immaculate Constellation includes high-quality imagery intelligence and measurement and signature intelligence of UAPs, the whistleblower's report adds. The sources of this intelligence are a blend of directed and incidental collection capacities, capabilities, positioned in low Earth orbit, the upper atmosphere, as well as military and civilian aviation altitudes and maritime environments.
So basically, I'm going to come out and tell them that the chariots are real, not knowing that these are the angels of Yahweh Shemi Ashai, but they have a particular purpose. When I see them out there moving to and fro through the earth, there's a reason, yo. So let's read. This is Ezekiel 6 verse 1. It says, "And I turned and lift up my eyes and looked, and behold, there came forth chariots out from between two mountains. And the mountains were mountains of brass, and these mountains are chariots. And the chariots them came out from these chariots, from these bigger chariots, yo. In the first chariots, listen up, in the first chariots were red horses, and in the second chariots black horses, and in the third chariots white horses, and in the fourth chariot grizzled and bay horses. Then I answered and said unto the angel that talked with me, What are these, my Lord? And the angel answered and said unto me, These are the spirits of the heavens which go forth from standing before the Lord of all the earth. So Ezekiel see, isn't it? Because I have angels with specific duties, yo. These are the angels where to and fro, yo. I bring the information to Yahweh Shemi Ashai. I make a record of things that are transpiring upon the earth. Let's read once more. And the angel answered and said unto me, These are the four spirits of the heavens which go forth from standing before the Lord of all the earth. And when I go down and I tell you where them go, so we'll go to Ezekiel 5 now. This is Ezekiel 5 verse 1. Then I turned and lift up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. This is a chariot that Zacharias saw. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, so this is what they might do. This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off on this side according to it. And everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. Why? Because they make a record. And I will bring it forth, saith Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and the stones thereof. Then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, Lift up now thine eyes and see what is this that goeth forth. So the angel literally have broke down what the angels are the angels are come do you, what them a do. Because them a make a record. So hey man, I hope this is edifying for the body. I don't want to make this video very long. Just showing you that through the scriptures it shows forth evidence of the angels to and fro from the heavens to the earth. So what I want to say, Kalalal, Tahawa, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kodesh. Shalom.